everyone, how about some post-Black Friday shopping? Because I did not go out yesterday, did not snag any deals. It is Saturday. Let's see what they got. And by they, I mean Best Buy first. So I'm probably a good 3+ weeks behind on new movies. So a lot of the stuff I might be showing, that American Graffiti, Gran Turismo, Schindler's List, this Violent Night Steelbook, like a lot of this stuff I did not grab yet. Black Hawk Down Steelbook, like I need a lot of this stuff. I don't think I've been this behind on new movies in like quite a while. So I have some work to do. I'm gonna get some today and try to whittle away at some of the other ones. I just so behind. But a lot of the sales stuff, I have a good chunk of it, not all, but a fair chunk of it. So a lot of this was easy passes, which is good. But then again, I spent the higher price earlier on, so that's not good. But whatever, I guess it's money gone at that point. But they still had a decent amount. Kind of shocking, to be honest. I thought I would walk in on Saturday and maybe I cleared out of mostly everything, especially since a lot of these sales have been going on for a little bit now. But for the most part, they had a lot of the stuff I was looking for. They didn't have the Fugitive Steelbook, though. That was a bummer. How is Fargo already missing a slipcover? The Best Buy that's a little bit closer to our house, a little bit, not much, is way worse on physical media. Like they're borderline done before the whole company is done. But this store, they're clinging in okay. I mean, it's still going to be on its way out. Best Buy's still kicking all this out to the curb. But for now, this store is still holding on okay. A lot of this stuff, it's not in stock at that other store. But there's Fargo with a slipcover. Not that I'm a slipcover person, but hey, it's a slip. But yeah, they had a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff. Like this Rudy. I really, really want Rudy. I'll add it soon. It's a little bit pricey, but man, it's a nice steelbook, and that's a great movie. I just watched it for the first time only this year. God, so much of that stuff I need to get still. Also have a couple of these things sitting around back. I don't know what you call these things. Little, I don't know. It's not a kiosk. Whatever the hell you call these. There's a couple of these things. The stuff in the front, still pretty solid in this store, surprisingly. Alrighty, walking out of Best Buy. Got some movies, and now we're going to Barnes & Noble now. It is now time for that store. There we go. Pointing Barnes & Noble. Going to be looking at signed books and picking up, hopefully, Mean Streets 4K, maybe? Heading in to the Barnes & Noble. Signed books. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I was to make it here. And just, I didn't know what they would have the day after Black Friday, but shockingly, still good stuff. I'm going to tell you now, for whoever is autograph people are slightly interested, I've mentioned this many times, but you cannot beat the pricing of signed books to get some of these people. Jordan Peele. When can you generally get Jordan Peele and $30? You got a Jordan Peele signature. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but for the people that do enjoy that stuff, guys, signed books are such a bargain. You get some legit big names. Jada Pinkett, that's pretty cool. Kerry Washington, I definitely want to grab the Kerry Washington at some point. A lot of good ones, like Melissa Etheridge is a pretty big name if I cared about her music. That Patrick Stewart I grabbed, I mean, that's freaking so awesome. So I can't stress enough, like if that stuff even is kind of interesting to you, you can't beat the pricing. Like you will pay so much more at a convention. It's crazy. But here we are at the movies. I know this is what all of you care about. There's the Criterion movies. I was mainly looking for Mean Streets because I wasn't expecting much. This store is pretty terrible. They did have some of the new stuff, though, which was surprising and kind of nice. But generally, I mean, we're talking like 4 tiny shelves with Criterion. It's awful, absolutely awful. So, whatever. But I did get Mean Streets there, so I guess I got what I came for. Signed books in Mean Streets. I mean, mission accomplished. But otherwise, they got this whole like nook back here with records and movie-related books, which I always like looking at those. A lot of really cool movie-related books, lots of records, and very, very little movies. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. And hey, look, a pop. Lots of pops. Yay, pops. This store really the whole company puts a lot of focus into the geeky collectibles and Lego and all of that stuff. And that stuff's awesome, but it's so much of the store, and I wish they focused movies and stuff a little bit more, but it is what it is. Signed by LL Cool J. I have to grab this at some point. This is voiceover Tim because, again, the damn wind it's killing me, guys. It's killing me. So I'm just saying stick around to the end where I'm going to show all my stuff. And, hey, I got stuff in here. Yay, it was fun. I got signed books. It was cool. It's a fun trip. Now we are in my local record store. They're called Gallery of Sound. There's only 2 of them here. They're all right. They're fine. They're our local record store. It is what it is. They lack a lot of the stuff I look for. They do have some physical media. They'll have some oddball shit in here sometimes, some crazy stuff. It's cool to see things like Perry Mason and stuff in there. They'll have some oddball seasons. I've gotten some interesting stuff that's been out of print in there, but generally, it's a lot of DVD. This was cool though. The Storm of the Century thing with a lot of small stuff. It has Tornado in there with Bruce Campbell. I'm telling you, you don't really run across Tornado with Bruce Campbell very often, so that was actually a pretty cool one. I already have it, didn't need it, but it was cool to run across nonetheless. But just, as you see, just DVDs, and just kind of a lot of generic-y stuff. Blue Steel's a cool movie, though. But, yeah, Unsolved Mysteries, I'd like the whole complete, but that's hard as hell to find. But look at this one. Patrick Stewart and Neve Campbell, Cantilever Ghost. Oh. And they have a tiny bit of Blu-ray. And I can't stress to you tiny enough, like what you're seeing is basically all of the Blu-ray. I mean, when they do have Blu-ray, it's cheap. So I give them that. Like, they don't overcharge, but it's not much. No one's coming here movie hunting, really. We were already here to pick up some records, so may as well look at the movies, but I never make it a goal to come here to look for movies. It's an okay record store. I guess that's the best way to put it. But this is kind of tempting, though. A Dio 4K? I'd like some more concert stuff in 4K. That'd be pretty cool. Limp Bizkit. I'm a big fan of Limp Bizkit, as cheesy as they are. I don't care. I like them. But the real winner of the day is going to be coming right up. This is just a bunch of record store day stuff. Most of it doesn't interest me, to be honest, but wanted to look. But right there, that's the winner of the day, the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey soundtrack on vinyl. Hell yeah. Alright, we're done in there. That's our one of our local record stores, and that's it. We're gonna go grab pizza, and I'm gonna head home and show you everything we got. Alrighty, I am back at home. I've eaten food. Now it's time to show you what's down there, what I picked up. I went to 3 stores. Got some pretty cool stuff, so let's check them out. Thank you so much for following me along with the trip, though. Got some cool stuff. So we're going to start this off with books. I know, movie channel, but we're talking movie-related people. Keegan-Michael Key is a very funny guy, but specifically picked up a signed edition, The History of Sketch Comedy, signed by him. Right there, there's a signature. It's an alright signature, but I'm happy to have it. Next one up, we have Patrick Stewart, signed edition, making it so I was really happy to grab a copy of this. And his signature is pretty damn nice, too. I showed you Key before. How about some Jordan Peele with pretty nice looking foil on this? It's foil and matte. That's a pretty nice dusk jacket right there. And this is indeed signed. right there, Jordan Peele. So I have both Key and Peele. And last one up of the signed books, we have right there, Mark Harmon is one of the authors. Mark Harmon from NCIS and many, many other things. But there is his signature along with the co-author. Very cool. And World War II, which is even better. Next up, I'm going to show only 2 records really quick. I showed you the record store. I'm going to show you all the movies all together. But we picked up this. Was a Record Store Day exclusive. As was this Taproot album. Was a Record Store Day first. Love this Taproot album. It's a great one. I'm really happy this one came out. And now it's movie time. So, first up, I picked up Mean Streets. Picked up the 4K. Everyone was picking this up and I wanted to join in. I want to check. I've never actually seen Mean Streets before. I need to. I want to get the second sight version, and I still probably will if I really enjoy this one. But I wanted to grab this and add it. That record store I went to, you saw in the video, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot of good stuff. But I did run across Elle, which is a Sony Pictures classic. That's pretty cool. $7.99 is good price. And I also did not have Vicky Cristina Barcelona. Also, great cast, $3.99. So that record store can have some decent stuff sometimes. Best Buy wise, picked up Expendables 4 to match all the rest. I hear this movie is pretty terrible, but I have 1 through 3. I'm a big fan of the artist that did the Steelbook, so I got it. We picked up Insidious: The Red Door. I enjoy all the Insidious movies well enough. I dug this. It wasn't the best in the franchise, but I enjoyed it. Cool to see Patrick Wilson in the directing role. We picked up Joyride. Really, really enjoyed this one. Like, a lot. A lot of fun. Very fun movie. So I was happy to grab that. Along with, we have No Hard Feelings. Sliding out of the slip there. But, happy to grab this one also for a good price because this sucker was like $26 at release. Insanity for a Blu-ray. So, very happy to grab that. And the final movie, we got the Violent Night Steelbook, which looks awesome. There was still a lot more Best Buy I needed because the past several weeks, I didn't really get a whole lot. I'm going to have to play catch up, essentially. Oh, well. So, thank you so much for joining me on this trip. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys had a good, fun, productive Black Friday, and you saved a lot of money. So, that is all I have. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.